Hi YouTube, it's Desiree and Layla, and this will be my breastfeeding video, and my update for Layla. Um, Layla will be 7 months old in exactly 2 weeks, and she's at such a fun age right now where, she's trying to crawl, she's babbling, saying mama, and then she does her B's, like she'll go ba 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 ba, like it's the cutest thing. So, yeah, so she tries to crawl, and it's so cute. She'll get her legs under, and then she'll lean too far on one side and roll over. So she's getting there. Let's see, she is teething. Yay, she's teething, but she's got, an indentation, like where her tooth is coming in. She had this little white, like, blister type thing a few days ago, and I thought it was her tooth coming in, and then the next morning it was gone. So, it was definitely not a tooth. But as of right now, we have indentions, and it looks like a little break in her gum. So I'm so excited for her to be teething and to be getting a tooth. It's really cool. So she is just awesome. She's so funny and cute and exciting right now. She's just learning so much every single day, and she's just the cutest thing ever. So, the other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is my breastfeeding experience with Layla. Right now she is 6 months old, and I am still breastfeeding. It's not exclusive right now. I'm doing formula a few times a day, so it's kind of like supplementing. And my original plan was to just breastfeed for 6 months and do nothing else, and then right at 6 months I was just gonna quit. And I'm kind of trying to ease my way into it, because I know she likes formula. That's not a problem. She'll drink it and she's fine with it. So I mean, formula is not a problem. It's just me kind of second guessing when I wanted to stop, but I know that I have to get a job in order to help save up for our own place. So I just feel like it's right to start her on formula and formula only right now. My journey with breastfeeding has not been very easy at all. It's been really hard and tough, but I stuck with it and did it for as long as I wanted to, even longer. Layla's delivery I was supposed to be induced, but when I got to the hospital, I was 7 centimeters dilated in active labor, and it took me about 3 hours to get to 10 centimeters. Once I got to 10, I pushed for an hour, and then the doctor said she's transverse, which means she's on her side, and she was faced the headway. Her head was faced the right way, and she was down enough. She was just on her side, and she couldn't turn her. So she said that I could push for an hour or do a C-section. So I did a C-section, and then after Layla was born, it's all kind of fuzzy because I was so just absolutely out of it with the medicine. And so I don't remember when they wanted me to try breastfeeding. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure I just whipped it out in front of everybody. I really didn't care. But I just remember the day after I had her, my milk came in, and I was leaking everywhere. I was so full. It hurt so bad. So, they told me that I needed to try, and I was just so full that she couldn't latch on. Like, it was the worst pain ever. So they had me extract a little bit, and I wasn't really having a lot of luck. The nurses were kind of helping me, but they were kind of frustrating me because all they would say is, well, you need to be doing more than that, and if you need a lactation consultant, just have them come in there. And I had her come in at one point, and she just did a few things, and then she left. Like, it wasn't, it kind of frustrated me because I needed actual help, and I wasn't really getting enough. So then, I'm pretty sure it was like the day before we were leaving. I think I was at the hospital for like 3 days. So The day before we were leaving, this nurse comes in, and I'm like, I really need help. So she got me started, and I breastfed for about 20 minutes, 10 on each side. And it was the coolest thing because it felt so good to actually have her get attached. So we went home the next day, and I was having so much trouble because she just wasn't latching. It was tough on both parts because it's a learning experience. It's not like it's just the easiest thing in the world. So I was getting really frustrated, and I was crying all the time because I felt like this is what I want to do. It's really gonna suck if she's not breastfeeding, and if it doesn't go the way that I planned. And um, I was determined to breastfeed because it's free. It's the best thing for her, and it felt so good to bond with her that way. So I researched some things, and I got what's called a nipple shield, and it just goes over your nipple, and the baby is able to latch onto that and get milk that way. It was wonderful. It worked so well, and I read some things that it could decrease your milk supply, and that it's really hard transitioning and weaning them off of that, because that's an easy way, guaranteed easy way for them to breastfeed. It's so easy. It goes on, and it's just the coolest thing. The downsides to it were, you had to wash it every time you used it, and for me, I got the wrong size. I think I got a bit too big of a size, and it would fall off like all the time, right in the middle of feeding, and it was really embarrassing to just be like, oh, oops, and to pick it up and try to put it back on there. And I used the like, I guess it's breastfeeding cream, and it's supposed to heal your breast, like your nipples and stuff, if they're cracked, and it's the Meldia. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's that brand, and it helped it stay on. And so I was just worried about weaning her off of it and how hard it was going to be, but it was a process. Like, it took a few days, but I would just take it off. I would start with the nipple shield on, and then like halfway through feeding, when she got on really well and was getting some, when it started to regulate, I'd take it off and try to get her on there. And it took a few days, probably a week at the most, but after she finally learned how to latch on, it was so much easier. I wouldn't have to take a nipple shield. It was clear too. So, like, if you drop that thing, it's gone. Like, I lost it so many times, it's not even funny. And I would have to take it everywhere, and it was just a really big hassle and a pain. And it was awful. So, anyways, but that was my breastfeeding story. It's really worth it, I think, in the end, to do it for as long as you plan on doing it. And I think it's so stupid for people to sit there and criticize people for breastfeeding and say that it's like awful and you shouldn't do it in public, but it's child abuse not to feed your child. So I'm not going to let her starve. I'm not going to sit here and not feed my child. If she's hungry, I will feed her, and I don't care to do it in front of whoever. I think that if you are covered, then that's fine. Why would people get mad that you're breastfeeding? Like, they're not seeing anything. They don't see anything. And it's not awkward for me at all. It was the first time that I did it, but after that, I felt good about it. I was so just, I don't know, like, how to describe it. It's just a really good feeling knowing that I can feed my baby that way and nurture her that way. On that note, since I am trying to get a job, it would be really hard for me to still breastfeed and to go to work too, and I don't pump, so that's like impossible. Because she eats so much that I really don't have anything left after she eats. So anyways, that is my breastfeeding story and her update. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. And thanks for watching, guys.